Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. Today is Friday. Happy Friday morning to you. I hope that your morning is going well. Today is, it's not the gathering place, it's gather your fragments. I feel like I need to grab Greg, make a sign that says gather your fragments, but this is the gathering place. And people that come to my house to be like, gather your fragments, what are you even talking about, Amy? So we're just gonna switch that word down and be like, gather your fragments Friday. And what that means, it's not that you're just picking and throwing things together, you're just gathering what you have in your home to make some meals. And so I know I do my once a month shopping trip. I've done that. I have froze all my dinners for the month. We have plenty of dinners. So what I'm going to do today is, it's before the weekend, obviously it's Friday. I like to take out a few meals to have for the weekend, so I have to cook this weekend because I want to enjoy it. Weekends are my time off, so I don't want to spend much time in the kitchen. I cook usually Monday through Friday, most of it. A couple days I'll throw things in the oven, but I don't want to spend my entire weekend in here. Plus it's going to be warmer. I think we're hitting 70 today, which is amazing. Or no, 75, because it was close to 80 and I was like, amazing. We've had downpour rain. It rained all day yesterday, flooded, just lots and lots of rain. It rains here. You want to know what like a rainforest is like? Come to Western North Carolina. You'll experience it. We actually have a native rainforest about an hour, what direction is west of here. We actually went there one time and I was like, wow. And it's very much in comparison to down in, I think it's in South America. I don't know, we'd have to Google that fact, but it is a natural rainforest. And so it just is very wet here sometimes. never a chance for dry here in my area. Lots and lots of rain. So it is springtime, that's what you get, but that will make, I said, the sun will come out now. We'll see a whole lot more buds on our trees. The allergen pollen content will be much higher. Not looking forward to that, but it will make a beautiful view outside. So anyways, I don't want to do any much cooking. So today I was like, I woke up and I was feeling a little bit like, okay, what do I gotta do? I have a list of things to do. Easter is next week. We have Ashley and Paul coming, super excited for that. And so just different things that I need to like, okay, prepare for. And I need to order some food to pick up for Easter, which means I need to make my menu for Easter, which means I need to kind of plan and see what I don't have to pick up. And then you start thinking those thoughts and you're like, all right, and I gotta do this, and I gotta do this, and I gotta do this, and I gotta do this. And like my brain is going, how am I gonna get all this done? And that's okay. And so I had to stop and I'm like, you know, and it's not 5 o'clock, it is 7:45 right now. What happened, Amy? So I'm like, it's okay, I will get it done. It'll get done, it'll get done. Not too worried. I'm like, well, let me just get up. Let me get a generalized idea of what I'm going to make today for today's video. And then we'll just go from there, see what we can get done. If we don't get done today, tomorrow's a whole new day. And then guess what? Sunday's another whole day. I don't like to do too much work on Sunday. I like to relax. Sunday I like to keep for church and relaxing and family. That's it. So, but if there's something I had to get done, I could. Just don't like to. So it will all get done eventually. I found this really great cup yesterday at TJ Maxx. I didn't show it. And it says, I will not be shaken. And I thought that's very fitting. And if you think about things in your life and, you know, no matter what kind of season you're going through in your own life and, you know, family, relationship, personal, anything, it is so important to be so grounded and so sure of what you're doing and in your faith that you won't be shaken. And it's like these flowers right here, they do get blown in the wind. The storms come, they blow these things like crazy over, but they still stay firmly planted and rooted in the ground. That's what I want to be. So I will not be shaken. I like this cup. I just thought, I was like, I need that cup. So don't be shaken today. Stand firm, firmly planted in your convictions and where God has you, and go, okay, no matter what kind of things the enemy wants to throw out, because I'm feeling that today. I'm like, okay, now I'm not even gonna go there. Not even gonna go there. So I'm just gonna stand firm. I'm not gonna be shaken. I'm gonna do what I'm gotta do today. So today it's gather your fragments, Amy. That's what you gotta do. So I have got somewhat of an idea what I'm gonna make today. In my head, I'm like, I need breakfast. Easy. My kids love pancake mix, love it. I know you can make it homemade. I've been buying it at the discount store. I think I have another funfetti one, so I'll probably make more of that. Probably do waffles, because the waffle, I think you can, I'm gonna have to look. I think pancakes can be transformed to waffles, pretty sure. So they're loving it. So I'm gonna make more of those until they get so sick of those, like they're sick of pumpkin muffins. And then I'm gonna make some egg cups today, because I have a lot of bacon in the freezer with some cheese, do little egg cups in the oven. That'll be breakfast. Lunches, I think I'm gonna go for some soups, because I have a whole head of cabbage to use up. There was a soup I used to make for Greg a long time ago, and he's like, do you remember you used to make me that soup and I loved it? And I was like, wow, I've completely forgot that soup. So I need to hopefully remember how to make that soup. That's the problem. It's always like, it was usually a gather your fragments soup, and I'm like, how do you even make this? So I'm hoping I have a good memory and I can make this. So I'm gonna make 2 soups, a tortellini one and then like a cabbage sausage noodle one today. And then I'm gonna do chicken. I have sweet and sour chicken that I pulled out this week to cook. So I'm gonna cook that on the stove, make that with some rice. That'll be a dinner. I'm gonna put some grill on the grill. I'm gonna put some grill on the grill, put some chicken and beef on the grill, on the smoker, and smoke. Do you like a beef sandwich? I think I have Italian beef sandwiches. Yes, Italian beef sandwiches. I think you're supposed to put them in the slow cooker. I think I'm gonna do the smoker, unless they're really tiny pieces. I'll have to look at them. And then I have chicken. What do I have? Grilled pita chicken. So I think I'll do those 2 on the smoker. That'll be, you know, a couple days of that. We can have that. And I don't even know what else. I'm gonna have to look at my list and see, but there'll be plenty of food to eat. So we're gonna make a gather fragment. We still got treats. Loving the treats. The blueberry donuts, love it. The chocolate donuts, everybody's favorite. Like, I forget how good those donuts are. I'm like, I need to make those more often because they are so simple and delicious and good for you. So I'm gonna be making more of those. I might even do that today. We will see. They're just really good to grab and go. Instead of the kids grabbing a granola bar, grab a chocolate donut because it's good for you. It's protein. So those are still plenty over there. We haven't even touched the Rice Krispies. They like the double chocolate crumble. They're like, we haven't had this in forever, and they still have no bake cookies. Shocking. They haven't devoured everything. I love it. So I'm getting an earbud in because I'm going to listen to my music playlist. I have my favorites playlist on my YouTube. Pause music. These are great too. Remember the MPOW headphones? I tell you guys about these. These aren't sponsored. Greatest things ever. Super good, cheap, inexpensive in comparison to the name brand ones. I love these. Love these. They work great. I use them all the time. I've been using them for years and absolutely love them. So anyways, putting on my playlist. It's called My Favorites. It's under my, if you go to my YouTube main channel, like my name, Amy Maryon, it'll have all the playlists, like my homemaking and food, all that stuff, and there'll be one called My Favorites. That's all my worship songs that I listen to. That is my personal worship set playlist. I listen to it all the time. I'll get a new song and I'll add it to the top, and I'm like, all right, I love this. So I just go through and listen to those songs. God speaks to me through those songs and just reminds me of the goodness of Him. So I love listening to that. All right, your main goal for today. I will not be shaken. Do not be shaken today. Do not be shaken. No shaking, right? Firmly rooted and grounded. All right, let's get making some food. Let's go. All right, so I've got funfetti and I've got Aunt Jemima. Pancakes, it looks like the same exact mix. Water and pancake mix. And so this one gives me the waffle directions. So I'm gonna follow that. Basically it's 2 cups of pancake mix, 1 1/4 cup of water, 1/4 cup of vegetable oil, and 1 egg. Stir it up. I'm gonna do that because we love our waffle iron. So I'm just combine these together, add a few more sprinkles, you know, compensate, and we're gonna have some waffles. All right, I used coconut oil, so I had to melt it, so I'm gonna put that in there. All right, this is a big bowl of waffle mix. Now let me say, add a little extra vanilla will help the flavor be a little bit more magnified. And then we're gonna add more sprinkles after we'll mix it up first. It looks a little thick, but we'll see. We'll try one. I might have to add some more water. No big deal, because I did add a little bit. It wasn't exactly 4 cups. It was a little over, so I might need to add water. We'll see what the first one turns out like. All right, while that's cooking, I'm gonna crack some eggs and get some egg cups in the oven. Basically, I'll put eggs in here. I'll put some bacon in here, and I'll put cheese, a little bit of water and milk. Water makes it fluffier. Maybe I'll do milk because I have milk. And then just mix them up, put them in the oven, let them bake. Delicious and easy. All right, so I've got these in here. I put them in my tins, like my muffin tins. You don't have to, you can actually just put them in a cookie sheet. The silicone liners will actually stand up pretty firm if you just have paper, which I don't recommend you do them in paper. You just have to peel it off. But if that's all you had, you can use a canning jar lid to hold them in place and fit a whole lot more on your cookie sheet. So this is good. I'm gonna put these in the oven and bake them probably about 20 minutes. You'll see them, they'll pop up and you'll tell if they're cooked. And that was just leftover bacon that I had, I froze it. It's well over a month. It's been in my freezer cooked because I bought one last month and I haven't even made it yet. So there's still bacon to use up. Can you believe it? There's bacon that's not getting eaten in there. So that's in there. Let me clean my mess. We're still making waffles. All right, we're gonna switch over this way now. You get the back view of the kitchen. What I'm gonna do, breakfast will be done. The egg cups are there, dishwashers, I'm sorry. And then the waffles I'm gonna keep going. So I'm gonna start on the lunch, which is the soups. So I'm going to do a chicken pesto tortellini soup. Now, I bought, like I did all my shopping and did everything, you know, beforehand. Well, then I made all my freezer meals, and so of course I used up everything. I'm like looking at my pantry, like yesterday I was out of like, getting out of salt. I'm like, how do you run out of salt? And so it's little things like that. So I have to put that on my list to get. And so I'm just like, we're out of that stuff, which is weird. But so this is where the Gather Your Fragments comes into play. So I'm gonna put the real recipe on the screen. A few things I'm gonna have to use, like there's no diced tomatoes. We used all those up. So I pulled out tomato paste from my freezer. I've been freezing it in little containers. I'll just add a couple blobs in the soup just to give it a tomatoey taste. It's okay. It's basically tomatoes pureed up, so I'm okay with that. But first you're gonna saute some butter. Saute some butter. So saute butter, you know, because it's good to saute butter. You're gonna put some butter in your pot right here. And then you're gonna take onion, boom, and put in there. Well, I don't have, all I have is red onions or purple onions, and so, but I do have a huge bag of diced white onions, so I am gonna use these, which is good. So when you see me, you're like, where do you get that at? Because I don't have any real white onions, just frozen ones. So we're gonna put these in here, saute this. I'm gonna keep flipping this out. We're just gonna do two things at once. We can do this, multitask. All right, so I threw my chicken in here. It was frozen solid. I could have put it in the microwave to thaw it for a minute, but I didn't. So I'm just gonna do this. This is gonna heat up here. Just gotta keep stirring it so that chicken, it's already cooked chicken. So I feel like, and if not, I can just add the chicken broth right in there. I've got, I usually use the Knorr chicken granules over there, that one. And so I know it has a lot of high sodium, and so I don't usually buy chicken broth in a container. Well, I've been buying it. I got it at the discount store for like 50 cents. So one is a Rachel Ray one, and the other one is a vegan chicken. So we're probably not too keen on the vegan because we like chicken, but 50 cents. So I will get it, and I will just add less chicken bouillon powder. Does that make sense? And I won't add salt and pepper to this because I'm going to be doing that. So I'm gonna let this cook for just a few more minutes just to soften those carrots. Actually, you know what? You don't even need to because it's gonna boil, right? Yeah, you actually don't even need to. Saute for a minute just to get those onions, wait, activate them or whatever. A few minutes, and then I will just add everything. I'm gonna add a can of white cannoli. Is it cannoli? They have kidney beans in here. I'm gonna do, wherever it is, the white beans, I think it's cannoli beans, not cannoli, cannoli beans. All right, here I go with my mispronunciation. Cannelli beans. I'm gonna say cannelli beans. That's okay if I don't say it right. I have learned, like the gnocchi soup, that when I say it, someone said I said it wrong, and then I was like, what? Well, then I asked you guys how to say it. Then I wrote down like a couple of responses. So I'm like, so I say it right? Well, then everybody had a different way to say it. So I'm like, you know what? That's okay. Cannelli. That's what I'm gonna say. So I'm gonna drain these because we'll be adding these in here, and we're gonna do tortellini, spinach, and I have leftover pesto from, I don't even know what I used it for. Oh, for my spaghetti squash. So I have that in there. and a little bit of tomato paste. That's gonna be it, and it'll be soup. So we'll have soup for lunch, which will be nice. That's just easy. It's gonna be hot today, but it is nice to have soup because the kids are liking soup. They never really liked soup before, but they do like it now. So, all right, this is just gonna, I think this is gonna be good. Let me add all my ingredients into here now. Actually, flip these first. All right, now add all the ingredients. I don't even know what got recorded. I'm like, I just looked at my camera and went, did I even record any of that? This might be enough flavor with the basil pesto without any more chicken bouillon. So I'm gonna wait and see. Let this heat up a little bit to get that chicken unthawed. And then, actually, I can add my tomato too. We'll see. I might not even add the tomato. Let's just see. Let's get this heated up. I got a little bit more waffles, and then after this I can taste it and kind of see where it's at. All right, we're gonna keep moving. I'm gonna add a little bit of chicken bouillon to this, not much, not like I normally would, just a little bit to call it, a little bit to add flavor. And then I don't know if I'm gonna do the tomatoes. I know you're supposed to, but I feel like I'm not going to. And then you just put your tortellini in, right? Quick thoroughly. Right here, let me cut this open. Now, there's something I'm gonna add. Let me pull you over here. I'm gonna add spinach and mixed vegetables. This is not on the list at all to add, but I feel like the soup needs these colorful things. I'm probably ruining it, but that's okay. I'm just gonna add a little bit. This reminds me of my favorite soup. So I'm gonna add that, and then I've got my bag of frozen spinach. I'm running out of countertop space. I've got this spinach, it's all frozen, sorry. You squeeze your bag, it'll chop it all up. Just put that in there, and that's good. I bought this a few months ago. It stores in your freezer really good. We've got frozen spinach for soups all the time. All right, let's stir this. That looks really good. We may do a little flavor. Always test. Oh, that's good. All right, put your lid on it. Let it boil. I'm gonna start on my next soup. I'm gonna skip the whole tomato weave. I'm not gonna put any tomato paste in there. It would be diced tomatoes. I'm skipping that. All right, 8 cups are done. Those are delicious. I had some with bacon, some without. Then the next soup, I'm gonna let my pesto one cook over there. It is the one for Greg, and I hope I remember how to make it. It uses breakfast sausage. Can you believe my kids don't love this? I know. Every time I make it, it's like a push to get them to eat, and some don't even like it. I know, sad. It's like maple sausage, like real ones. They just don't like them. That's okay. So from what I remember, you cut these up and cook these over here in my pot. And then you add cabbage and noodles with broth. I hope that's all it was. I feel like, I just hope there was more. We'll see. I don't know. So I'm gonna chop these up real quick, and then I'm gonna cook them over here in the blue pot, and then we'll add the cabbage. We're just gonna be hopeful. Okay, this one I turned down to simmer. The other one, I've got onions, a little bit of butter, and the sausage in there. I'm gonna cut up my cabbage here to add it to it. I was gonna throw this cabbage away because I didn't think I was gonna make anything, but I remember this soup, so I gotta pull all the outer leaves off, all the yucky part, and cut it in little tiny pieces. Okay, that was a botched job of cutting the cabbage. That's okay. We can get chopped into smaller bite-sized pieces. And I'm gonna put this in that pot as well, and we're just gonna like cook it with the rest, and then I'm pretty sure it's just chicken broth. I hope that's all it was. Let's hope that's all it was. All right, so this is cooking away here. This is good. It's down enough what I want it to look like. So I'm gonna add vegetable broth because that's what I have left, and more chicken broth. This will work. And then I'm going back and forth of like what kind of noodles. I probably could add the vegetable broth too. Well, chicken, I guess it doesn't really matter. Let me add, I think I'm gonna need 2 of these. So I'm gonna bring this to a boil, and then I'm debating. I have these noodles, remember these egg flake noodles? Like that might be good in there. I don't know if they're too tiny, if it needs a bigger noodle, I don't know. I just want to make the wrong one. Let's see, let me change my battery out and let this boil. All right, we're moving on to numerous things. It's only 9 o'clock, I'm trying to get this done. Soup is boiling, I've got some oil in here. I'm gonna fry, this is my General Tso chicken. I just took it out of the freezer. It's got the sauce mix separate. I'm gonna fry these pieces of chicken. We're gonna do this is how it works. Let that cook, wash my hands. Right, that's cooking over there. This is boiling, so I'm gonna add my egg flake noodles. I feel like it's good because I feel like this is probably like a German root soup. I mean, you know, sausage and cabbage, right? Even though it's breakfast sausage. And this I feel like is a German word. You know, I'm making this stuff up. So I'm gonna add half of this. We'll see how that does. Okay, put that in there. Put the lid. Let that keep on cooking, and I'm frying my chicken here. Frying it. Talk 1 second. All right, this tastes really good. It's a little spicy because it's got that hot pepper flakes in it, but this is really, really good. I was very surprised. I was like, is this gonna even turn out? It's really, really good. So this is good. My soup has boiled. I'm just gonna leave the lid on and let it simmer. And I just turned my smoker on outside. It's early, but I'm gonna get all this done. So I'm gonna take my chicken and my beef and take it out to the smoker so it can smoke on a slow setting all day. So it tastes really good and tender. Oh guys, it is a gorgeous day outside. Oh my goodness. I'm like, it is gonna be a beautiful day. So I'm gonna put this on my smoker, my beef and chicken. I'm gonna smoke mine at like 250 because the slower you smoke it, like the softer it will be. So I'm gonna just let that cook. That's gonna take a little while. I gotta go wash my hands and I'll come back and grab you. It's gonna be a good day. So this is good. Oh my goodness, it's way early, which is awesome. That means I still have time in my day to get everything else I need to get done besides food. So the chicken and the beef will cook. We'll do beef, Italian beef sandwiches, and then we'll have chicken we can put on pita. We have the 2 soups. We have that General Tso chicken, I think it's called. We got breakfast done, lunch is that, and I actually have 1 pizza crust in the refrigerator. I might make that because the girls have friends over today, so I might just make 1 more pizza up just because there's 1 more. And I'm thinking, what else? And that's it. I was gonna make rice, but I still have rice from my sausage, red beans, and rice. So let's go on. I think that's gonna be it. It's gonna be a good love gather your fragment Friday when it goes quick. Okay, so I'm getting all my stuff done. It is hot here. I got the door open. It's warm in here. I'm gonna do some roasted broccoli in the oven. So I've got a huge bag here. I'm gonna put this on my cookie sheet, sprinkle olive oil on it and salt and pepper on it, and then just broil it so it kind of gets nice and delicious and tasty. And then I'm also gonna make this pizza for lunch. I got 1 more left because there's some girls here and they'll eat up real quick for lunch. So just to gather the fragments, and I have a little bit of cabbage left over. I'm gonna slice up and make like a little Asian slaw to go with dinner tonight, just because I don't want to waste the half the cabbage. It's really tiny, but kind of like the ramen salad without the ramen, basically. Okay, I'm gonna cheat a little bit. Instead of doing a whole homemade vinaigrette, I'm just gonna use this one with a little bit of sesame seed oil and rice vinegar. So you can make a homemade dressing like with olive oil, sugar, and the rice vinegar and a little sesame oil if you want, salt and pepper, but I like that Vidalia onion the way it tastes. So that'll be nice, just like a nice zingy little slaw to have with our meal tonight. All right, Gather Your Fragment Friday is coming to an end. We've been doing a whole lot of things. So this is what we came up with today. We've got our egg cups that kids ate for breakfast with waffles. We've got our tortellini soup. I need to get a spoon. Look at that. This is really good. Look at that. Delicious. I'm glad I put the veggies in it. That's that soup. Greg had this. This is the sausage chicken. He said, that's it, honey. So this is the soup. I don't know. It's simple. He loves it. Look at those little noodles. Those are cute. We have got, this is the broccoli. I put that in the, just broil it. That'll be with dinner tonight. I threw this in the lunch for the kids for lunch pizza. And then I already put in the General Soy chicken in here. That'll be another meal. All right, that is delicious. This smells so good, and so does this. So I'm gonna put this back inside. All right, so I'm gonna be outside. It is gorgeous out here. The girls are all inside at the table talking. I don't have my tripod up, hold on. Can we still do, is that way too crooked? There we go. So dinner is good and done. Now, when I go to put it together, I will take it, we're gonna put on onion buns with some provolone cheese. That will be the beef one, and the chicken you're gonna chop up and put with some, I think feta and like tzatziki dressing on a pita. That's gonna be delicious. And I got that coleslaw, the Asian coleslaw. So we're gonna have the Greek, whatever the beef one is, and the Asian. That's good. It's delicious. It's gonna be good. Anyway, broccoli. The broccoli tonight for dinner. So that's gonna be that's an easy dinner tonight. Either beef or chicken, either one. I made more, so anybody can pick and choose. And then we also have the General Soy chicken to go over rice. We got the breakfast and we got the soups. And we have tater tot casserole I cooked in the oven last night, so we still have some of that in there. So we have a lot of meals of Gathering Your Fragments. The only thing I did not do was popcorn, and that's okay. I was gonna do popcorn, but I'm like, you know what? I'm not worried about popcorn today because I'm gonna be done. Because see the sunshine out here? I wanna get outside with our family. We're gonna go do some hiking and enjoy our Friday. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Got some ideas for you to make. Loving it, love the soup. Greg loves the soup. Maybe you should try it. I don't even know what it's called. I haven't even found it on the internet. I think I got it from my Amish friends, but I can't find it. Usually Google has everything. I could not find that recipe, so it's some good soup. So, all right, have a fantastic rest of your day. And remember, the mug, you will not be shaken, right? You're gonna stand firm. So have a great rest of your day. We'll see ya. All right, bye. And for those of you that wanna stay, I'm gonna read our Psalm for the day. Psalm 65, God's abundant favor to earth and man. To you belongs silence, the submissive wonder of reverence, and it burst into praise in Zion, O God. And to you the vow shall be performed. O you who hear prayer, to you all mankind comes. Wickedness and guilt prevail against me. Yet as for our transgressions, you forgive them, removing them from your sight. Blessed is the one whom you choose and bring near, to dwell in your courts. We will be filled with the goodness of your house, your holy temple. By awesome and wondrous things you answer us in righteousness, O God of our salvation. You who are the trust and hope of all the ends of the earth and of the farthest seas, who creates the mountains by his strength, being clothed with power, who stills the roaring of the seas, the roaring of their waves, and the tumult of the peoples. So they who dwell at the ends of the earth stand in awe of your signs, the evidence of your presence. You make the dawn and the sunset shout for joy. You visit the earth and make it overflow with water. You greatly enrich it. The stream of God is full of water. You provided their grain when you have prepared the earth. You water its furrow abundantly. You smooth its ridges. You soften it with showers. You bless its growth. You crown the year with your bounty, and your path overflow. The pasture of the wilderness drip with dew, and the hills are encircled with joy. The meadows are clothed with flocks, and the valleys are covered with grain. They shout for joy, and they sing. See ya.